We're just outside Phoenix in the desert to test drive this. This is the Hummer EV truck, over 1,000 horsepower. Cost the Edition 1 just around $110,000. This vehicle is getting more people excited in electrics than any other vehicle that's on the market right now. It'll do 0 to 60 in sub 3 seconds, and this vehicle does about 320 odd miles on a single charge. But that's only part of the story. Probably the most exciting thing, and the thing that's getting more people talking about this vehicle, is what it can do off-road, and that is the crab walk. It has been shown and debated in many videos long before the truck even got tested by anyone outside of GMC. The Hummer EV truck crab walk allows the vehicle to move sideways like a crab and potentially get out of sticky situations where you can't go forwards or backwards. Now, maneuvering around tight corners and getting around rocks, we know that the crab maneuver is one of the coolest things about this, but just the rear wheel steering of 10 degrees can help you get out of those tight corners and get around some of those difficult rocks. Take a look at some of this video. That is part of what allows the crab walk to happen, but it also allows reduced turning radius, around 37 feet, which is smaller than a vehicle about 10 inches shorter. And you can see from this video helps when off-roading. Now here's the other cool thing about the Hummer EV. You put it on blacktop, flat freeway, and this thing is like driving a rocket ship. Even when you're going at speed extremely fast, let's just leave real speeds out of it. Let's talk a speed like extremely fast, and you want to go extremely fast, you can put your foot down in this thing. Now I can go increase my speed by 30 miles an hour just like that, and this thing doing 0 to 60 miles an hour in the sub 3 second range, you just get exhilarated. Lifestyle vehicle? Yes. Amazing crab walking style vehicle? Yes. Fun rocket ship? Yes. $110,000? Yes. The 0 to 60 experience is under 3 seconds and is life-changing, but the Hummer EV truck is so fast and light for something the size of a 3500 heavy-duty truck, it seems to defy physics. Out on the trails, the one thing I notice, apart from bushes whacking the side of the vehicle, is the absolute silence, apart from the air conditioning, of electric driving. And the cool thing is enjoying nature with silence. It makes off-roading a whole different game. The Hummer EV crushes off-roading and is so easy to maneuver, and its ability to move all that weight in an environmentally friendly way is so impressive. Now, when you have 1,000 horsepower and a vehicle that has such an amazing suspension setup as well as the new Hummer EV, you can traverse rocks like this and have a great time going off-roading and be in quite comfort. I'm not sure I could even walk this trail without having to go and see a foot doctor afterwards, but I can definitely drive it in this vehicle and be quite comfortable. If I'd done this trail on foot, I'd probably be soaking my feet for a couple of weeks afterwards. You can't get over how big this thing is, and the GMC engineers thought about that too. I can't necessarily see everywhere we're going as we come down this challenging hill descent, but there are 18 different camera views, and because I can only just see the front of the hood line, I can look at my screen, choose the camera views, and see all around the vehicle, making sure that I don't destroy any of the fenders, the front, the back, the wheels, or the tires, making the ride a lot more comfortable than it would be if I couldn't see any of them. The engineers made it easy to see out of. Visuals have to be a big part of any truck this size. All right, those beautiful clear panels on the roof, where do you store them in this beautiful vehicle? Well, what you can do is you can store them in this electronic opening front trunk. Yes, they have pizza boxes here. However, you'll have to pay a little extra for those. Store them in, drive away, keep them there all day, and then at night when you want to put them in here again, put them in, close them, and then you can, do that whole thing as well. Now, we do know that they're clear on this edition 1. They may not be clear on the next editions that come. And by the way, if you want some other kind of roof panels, well, we don't know if they're going to offer them in the future. Inside, there's no lack of tech, a 12.3-inch gauge cluster behind the steering wheel and a 13.3-inch center display with an Android Auto operating system that seems to be better than some companies that have adopted an Android operating system. The Edition 1 looks well finished with some spectacular design finishes, but material choices in the door pillars seem to be a little hollow, even if the engineers are trying to keep the weight to a minimum. Appearance of the new Hummer. Tech Bronze, Black, and Red are the appearance packages. This one has the red appearance package with the red tow hooks. It also only comes in white in the Edition 1. Didn't want white? I'm sorry, that's all you get. Also, let's talk about lighting. 7 slats across the front. It spells out Hummer. There are 48 LEDs and there are 250,000 micro-optics behind every single one of those letters. Do you know where the headlights are? No, they are not there at the front. They are down here in the black portion of the bumper on each side. That's kind of cool. Some buried facts about the front design. GMC have managed to improve on the gas-guzzling Arnold Schwarzenegger Hummer and created something purely iconic. Those that hate don't understand that this is the beginning of trickle-down technical advancements. Soon the technology will be in more GM vehicles of the future.
There is one thing that you will have to deal with when you drive a Hummer EV, and that is people taking a lot of pictures of you. Now, I know I'm a big TV star, but you guys need to quit. Oh, wait a second, maybe it's the car. Could be that.
I'm Nick Miles.